Hello FCS 250 students, this is the quick video on the Professional Informational Interview, and again this is due October 8th. So for this interview, again, you're going to have two of these assignments for this course. So the first one will be due October 8th and the other one will be due about a month later. So keep that in mind. So this first one will be just like the second one, but what you're going to be doing is choosing somebody that you want to interview. So again, it might be about a field you're interested in, maybe something that's a little bit different than what you currently do, or if you are in the field that you enjoy and you feel like you're going to stay there, maybe a position that you would be interested in. Again, could be administration, it could be some type of a management position, could be a director. So again, I do have some different examples here. And you can interview the professional that you're working with in your internship. So that could be your mentor. That also could be somebody else that is at the location. So again, I do encourage you to interview somebody that is in a role that you're interested in, or if you're not interested in, maybe you're kind of thinking about it and it's something that you want to find more information about. So again, definitely be mindful and be intentional on who you are choosing to interview. Again, you have two of these interviews, so you get to choose who you would like to do. It doesn't have to be somebody from your internship. Again, it may be, but it does not have to be. And again, if you are interested in a position and you maybe need some help with some outreach as far as who to contact or some names of different people that you could contact, or if there's a position you're interested in but you're not sure of anybody who's in that position, you can reach out to me and I'm happy to help you as far as doing an email introduction or even giving you some emails or phone numbers of people to contact. So again, there are going to be two parts to your interviews. And again, this is an informational interview. So again, this is going to be a semi-structured interview. It's not going to be like a job interview where, there's going to be a set of questions that you're going to be writing everything down. It's going to be more conversational. These are prompts that you are going to have to make sure that you do have answered. Some students like to actually tape or video, however you want to do that on your phone, use your voice notes, record it somehow so you have all of that information. Sometimes students, if they're not able to meet in person, will do it on Zoom and they'll record that. Or if you have Google Meets that has that option, you can record it and then go back to it. I'm not requiring you to do a full transcript of the interview by any means, but sometimes that can be helpful if you need to go back and add content. So part one is going to be these 7 prompts. And I know we did go through those in class today earlier, but again, taking a look at this, and maybe there's some things you're like, I'm not really sure. And some of the things that could be confusing for students when they're asking the questions, or sometimes their interviewees. One of the ones is related to theories, if they use any theories within their work. And sometimes, if you get further away from actual classwork, you might not necessarily be able to think of something off the top. So you might want to do a little research on your own and give some examples. If you're in early childhood, you probably know different theorists like Vygotsky, Piaget, Erikson. You could be talking about those theorists, but there's also some other theories related to family development. So if there's anything that you have questions on that you might want to find more information about and need help, just let me know. But that one is sometimes one that interviewees have a hard time answering. So that can be something you might want to do a little research beforehand. So again, these are other ones that are pretty self-explanatory. The best aspect of the career, what's the favorite aspect of the job or current role, because sometimes those are a little bit different. They may be the same. And then also asking about things that they would change if they could. So again, keeping in mind this is a way for you just to find out information more so than a job interview. So part 2, you'll be doing afterwards. So the part 1 is going to be in the interview. You'll be taking notes, however you do that. And then that will be typed up afterwards. And then after your interview, you're going to be reflecting upon it. What did you learn? But also make sure that you do have all of this information in there, whoever you interviewed, their contact information. So again, work location, email, phone number, their job title. So you'll include that in the heading of the part 2. Okay, so again, the part 2 is going to be that reflection about what you learned. Did you learn anything new? Did anything surprise you? And again, does this person use any type of theory or knowledge applied in their job? And if they do, in what capacity? And then, is this something that you find interesting? Is this the field that you thought it would be, or were some of the answers different than you thought it might be? For example, maybe you are interested in a child life specialist. And then when you talked and did the interview with a child life specialist, maybe there were some things about it that you didn't realize. Maybe there's more paperwork, or maybe it's something where you realize, wow, there aren't a lot of opportunities for that position, and it oftentimes requires one to be bilingual. So maybe that's something that would be surprising to you and something that was different than you might have expected. And again, you'll say, does the interview alter my opinion of the career or the position? Again, yes or no. So again, this is going to be that kind of reflection, the afterwards in your summary. So that will be the part 2 of it. So again, just like your other papers, kind of thinking about having those solid paragraphs, 7 to 10 sentences. Make sure that they have detail and description. So your paper overall will be about 3 to 5 pages. Again, just like with all of your papers, make sure that you double space, indent. Again, you're probably going to have some research that you're going to be doing. So you might have the reference page. If you've got questions about that, let me know. Just a reminder that for APA format, you do not put the person that you interview on the reference page, but you will do those parenthetical citations. So again, direct quotations or paraphrasing, you'll do the parenthetical citation. So again, take a look at some of those examples that are in the module with the template, and that will give you an idea on how to do that. So again, here's some other resources and some different references that will be helpful for you, give you an idea. But if you've got questions, always reach out to me. I'm here and happy to help.